Yeah, so we got a lot of interesting French grippers in the junior scenes, which is very exciting, which means that in the next couple of years, right, hopefully on the senior scene, we'll have some new French grippers pop up and we can all get even more inspired by their style. Tobias from Estonia is a bit more classical, very straight to the hand. And Galassi obviously is a lot more interesting, to say the least. So let's see how they deal with each other, and I hope you enjoy. Take care. Screen plus face. So let's watch. I really wanted to watch Galassi. He has a really interesting style. I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. I know this dude's like, we got him on. He was just on rehab and now he relapsed. I'm sorry. So let's go here. We're gonna make this big. Is my face covering up the bout? Not really, but I think we could cover up less of it if I go down here. So let's watch Galassi. I haven't watched any of this too much. I've only seen a few highlights of this guy having some a really interesting style. So I thought I would watch that with you guys. So let's have a look at how Galassi fences. Yeah, car. So, we're gonna have to make this a little less loud. So let's see, right? Already, right? Galassi, what I've noticed. Oh, you lost the kid on the right, so you lost the Galassi. Oh, left. He looks really annoying to fence. Uh, how, uh, what was the score when you lost to him? So let's watch. Like, this kid on the left looks really annoying. So Galassi fences with his hand really low. And that means a lot of the times, a lot of people fence absence of blade. They're either looking for counterattacks or they're looking to control your attention when they bring their blade up. Galassi kind of like just, this dude just, you were up 7-5, my man. 15, oh my god. You went from like hero to getting absolutely cooked. That'll happen, my dude. That's a learning experience. And hopefully by watching this will never happen again, right? Oh, that was a fantastic non-hit. So yeah, and I was also gonna say a lot of people who have low hand, they're typically like they last minute six when you surprise them. Oh, this guy likes Canon, so faint. Like regardless, Galassi's backing up. I'm not gonna lie. He's doing it in his own way, to say the least. But this is at its core. This is very good fencing, or very like classic fencing. It just looks a little weird. He's adding his own flair, as it were, his little gusto. Oh, so you went 6-0 in pools. You were chilling in the Austin 64. So this guy technically kind of pulled a bit of an upset. Man, Those man, these non-hits are crazy. So look at this is crazy. They're like, look at how wild this is. So he showed me like 3 different parries in the last 3 hits. He went 4 to kind of an 8 to whatever the fuck this is. Like really, wow. And then man, this guy got so scared. Just couldn't catch himself. And then I know for like a lot of people, I know the deal too. You go 6-0, then you lose like quite early. And like for me, the most frustrating part, right, is like, oh man, I can't. Like your next chance to try that again is very hard. Like I have to go to another competition, I have to go 6-0 again, and then I have to go and make it back out to that position where I'm the one who has to lose. But I've seen you fence. You're a fantastic fencer. Don't be too harsh on yourself. These are lessons that you'll take with you. Don't worry about it. But in the moment, we'll be real, right? It sucks ass. What is up, Custer? We are watching Galassi. I'm trying to study a little bit. See how this guy fences. Originally, so far, I thought he was using his low blade to, kind of get the attention, but he's also using it to just hide that he's like gonna go into some weird angles. Very creative. But like, right, this like to me, this like right, he's not even hiding it. He's just being cheeky. To me, so they're just obviously good point control, very tight. A lot of people going forward, we tend to kind of flick it in. Look how he just very tightly brings it in. But to be fair, at that distance, for my boy on the left, this was a questionable choice at that distance. What's funny is you can say that about a lot. Like, why is it that French grips are always the weird ones, right? It's really rare that you have an unorthodox pistol grip. So so far what I'm seeing out of Galassi, right, is since he's not using his blade, right? He's not doing it like, oh, I'm getting your attention for a feint disengage so far. He's doing it to hide very short attacks. So I think if you just, in my opinion, if you just keep your tip on the TIE fighter cockpit, right? So basically, you got to be very disciplined. Let him fence by himself. And like here, right? If you just keep your tip in the circle, he will have to bring it in to go get a hit eventually. So right now, that's kind of like the default position is like stay in your zone, go punish that. It sounds like he doesn't want to wait it out so far. He wants to play with you. So you got to give him. Oh, this is good. Yeah, a lot of French grips. I think with the distance, you tend to be a little bit more creative. And obviously, like I would also say, oh, this was good too. So obviously, I would also say like that since like a lot of like obviously more people fence pistol than French. So typically, right, the people who will try to go outside that box will go to French grip, and typically those French grips will be a little bit more, on the funky side, as it were, or on the artistic side, we'll say. So again, same thing, right? He's not hiding to go into it. He's just waiting to hide his distance. And when he feels it, that was a bit of a miss by our boy here, but he's just really sharp on the way up. $128 and 64 are my hardest bouts because I'm so nervous. You'll notice that a lot. A lot of fencers, even myself, a lot of times, just if you get me out of 64s, get me out of 32s or whatever, like whatever barrier we give ourselves, once we get that, we've kind of like, it's the first bouts. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Like, oh man, if I lose in 64s, if I lose in 32s, whatever it is, at whatever place you're at, right? That's where all the good people get or whatever. And we put so much pressure on ourselves. I can't say it gets better. I can't say I have a trick. But over time, you'll get less and less nervous as you start trusting your own fencing. You're worried less about your opponents and you're more focused about yourself. But I agree, like just those first bouts, even Sam Imrek mentioned that he has a hard time in the first bouts just because a lot of times it's someone so you have no info on and you just have to fence them to 15 right away. It sucks. It's very hard. It's funny. Every country has a weird French gripper. Yeah, imagine being France and your weird French gripper is Canon. Shit. Oh, what a weirdo. Only one Olympic medal. I do like Galassi. Like, oh my god, he's really keeping that low grip to hide his distance. Really nice. So here, our boy on the left, I don't know his name. It's not saying. I know he's from Estonia, obviously. So he backs out, steps in. Galassi sees this. Boom. That was the kind of the ticker. I wonder if he changes his demeanor at all, Galassi. He does a tiny half step back. Eric Tobias. Thank you. Yeah, my fencing Discord. Let me link it to you. A lot of his feints are low. And then as I kind of said, if you keep your just tip on him, this like, excuse me, this feels lucky, but I would say he kind of made his own luck by just pressuring and having his tip on the target. Because Galassi has to come up if he wants to do something. So as long as you as long as you focus on the distance. I'm gonna get a message from the Italian Federation, like just like, yo, stop giving us away, dude. Finally we got the 6. So when he's not ready, he likes 6. Yeah, sure. If you want, send me the bout. If you're open to reviewing it, we can go through it. So why? So you got scared, but look, I like he focused on the distance first, but like obviously, oh my god, I'm not gonna say that was lucky. That was pretty lucky. Hot damn. We got our foot flesh, boys. We have our foot flesh. We found the foot flesh. We found a foot flesh live in the wild. This guy's an absolute monster. Hide this tech. I need to clip this. Gotta clip this. Put it in the Discord. So yeah, a lot of times, man, he's like, not that he's not doing much. He seems pretty. He's just catching people. We're working on that tonight. All right. Not the front foot, the back foot. Back foot. Right, it's just slow, and then here, boom. Look for the hand. Never mind, I'm happy. It's good fencing. It's not exactly what I was expecting. It's just catching people off guard on the distance while really hiding the blade. And like, okay, so this is like this guy just marches to the beat of his own drum. Like he gives us a, oh my god. That was a pizza-esque flesh. Maybe he thought he was fencing saber. Perhaps this man thought. Yeah, oh, did he? Let's. Oh, yeah, he did. Look at that. Good sportsmanship. Look at that. Yeah. He instantly says, no, homie hit me. Well done, actually. But yeah, so he has a really fantastic sense of when he's... Yeah, just like, this is reminiscent of pizza, like the flunge. Oh my god. Well, so this is too much. This is too much. So now here, right? He's rushing the hit. Like he's really forcing the issue. I mean, I like the attempt, but he's forcing too hard. All Tobias did is just stick his arm out. Ooh, really nice. Right, so he stood up, but like basically, right? Galassi has shown us that he's not going to accept nothing. So if you just stay on target, he'll just hit himself. So far, right, if we had like a counter, like a little counter every time, we could see that Galassi is very prone to just being overly aggressive. Nice. And then see, as we said, he doesn't like go show the blade to find something else. It's just he hides so he can go kind of direct. So really good. Really good adaptation to Tobias, because earlier Galassi kept going on a step forward, so now he tries to attack him on the step forward. Really good duck. So far, the Tobias guy is not bad. He's good. Oh, now he's bringing the game. So Galassi's blade looks insanely canted, while Tobias looks like he's got something a bit more straight. Let's... Oh, Tobias is staying really, really far. Oh, so you see that? That was, in my opinion, right, very unnecessary. Very risky for no reason. Yeah, casual first period Andy at 9-9. So unneeded attack. So we know Galassi is going to attack for kind of no reason. Well, he gets really excited really fast. Right, so it's kind of like, oh, let him lose his turn, then go in. So if you let like kind of like that first boom, that if you just stay far, tip on target, don't fuss, don't get sucked in, I feel like you have a lot of free points. Oh, nice. Just a good parry. So Tobias is waiting too much. He's not really like provoking anything. So he has to be way more active with his tip. There it is. Too risky. Oh, why? Right, like if you have to give your opponent the old 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, it's like a borderline 4 tempo attack. Stop. Too risky. So far, both of these guys are showing a lot of, let's say, indiscipline. Tie your shoe. Yeah, take a break. Tie your shoe. That being said, been there, done that. Like, so I fenced another French grip, and I assume they're not going to parry. I assume they're not going to ready. It feels like a free double. It's not. Oof. So, right, the low into just straight up high into kind of a short, quick little thing. Oh. Tip on target.
Provato la flash Galassi. Si accende solo la luce di Tobias, che va avanti di 1 e si porta a -2 dalla semifinale. Continua nel ritmo molto alto che abbiamo visto per tutti i 5 minuti di questa frazione.
Okay, so this kind of fencing I really like more. So look at all the hand, like just the hand motions. 4.
Continua nel ritmo molto alto che abbiamo
4.
visto per tutti i 5 minuti
Another one. And then
di questa frazione.
a little flick on top.
Nel ritmo molto alto
So this is way more manipulative. This is what I expect more. Like I think the final product is a little off-putting, but now this here. So Galassi has it in him to be a bit more disciplined and like kind of more meticulous.
colpo doppio,
Oof.
14 pari,
So now,
tutto in una stoccata.
if I were a gambling man, I'd say that
Ovviamente in caso di colpo doppio
Galassi wins.
si rimane su 14 pari.
But Galassi needs to attack. If he stays aggressive, he'll be okay.
Eventualmente altri 3 minuti, ci prova subito a secondi. Più eventualmente altri 3 minuti, ci prova subito Galassi in flash, ma è ancora colpo doppio. Continua questo ritmo forsennato da parte dei due atleti. Ancora doppio.
Oof, another straight, just load of straight. So there are lots of doubles.
Nulla di fatto.
I fence Tobias. It's very hard to get a double on him. Straight attacks. Yeah. He's very good at counterattack. Yeah, he's definitely got a good counterattack.
Una stoccata hai fatto. Ecco una stoccata.
So this is,
Salto in avanti.
it's obviously a very good hit.
Ecco,
Just interesting, right? So
nulla di fatto.
Galassi does a charade. Here, Tobias, like, you can't fall into the charades. Like, the chaos is what Galassi wants again. And that's where he's so strong. He'll find it.
Stoccata in salto in avanti.
As soon as, like, you miss that, your one and only goal is to leave. It's not a super deep flesh. It's very short. Leave, and you'll be fine.
Stoccata in salto in
But still,
avanti.
great bout.
Non so come descriverla, ma la cosa importante è che Matteo Galassi mette a segno il 15-14, esulta anche con la sua maestra, e quindi ci sarà sicuramente un podio per gli azzurri nella prima giornata di gare di questa Coppa del Mondo Under 20 di Udine, ed è di Matteo Galassi nella spada maschile.
Let's move on now to, I think there's a bout with Sam Emmerich as well.